Oh, you're awake. Good. Breakfast is almost ready? Yeah, I mean, it's just fish, but better than nothing, right? You look a little freaked out. Do you talk? Excuse me for asking, some people don't talk. I'm August. I found you unconscious in a ditch, and I figured you didn't want to stay unconscious in a ditch, so I got you out of the ditch and I stitched you up because you kind of got some pretty bad wounds. Did you get stabbed? Because they look like stab wounds. Who'd you get mad? Oh yeah, that makes sense. No, yeah, if you're not really in their little trading group, you're pretty much, yeah. Well, traders have a pretty tight-knit community. They know they're not going to get scammed by each other. So when strangers kind of come into the picture, they tend to stab first and ask questions later. If that makes sense. Yeah, do you want me to change those bandages? Because you're kind of bleeding again. Okay, yeah, I can do that. The fish are almost ready. Yeah, I went fishing this morning. Wanted to get some rabbits, but no rabbits in the traps today, so yeah, you know, that's how it goes. So, are you a trapper? Or... Oh, that's pretty cool. So where are you heading to? Oh, yeah, you're a little bit north for there, but I can write you up a map. A pretty rough map. But there's a couple landmarks that you can follow that should take you right there. Yeah, no problem. I've been all up and down this mountain. Oh yeah, well, I was born here, I grew up here. My folks have a farm. Yeah, close to town. I don't really go much anymore. Like, I'll stop by and say hi, but I'm more of a loner. Yeah, so I stay up here and I trap, and I have some sheep, actually, that I raise. Yeah, most of the time I just use them as bait for bigger cats and wolves and stuff because those furs are rare and they get a lot of money. But I got a couple that I keep for wool and trade that too. Yeah, and then I got this little campsite that I stay at. It's a nice life. I mean, I wouldn't recommend it, making that journey by yourself, but you've come this far, right? Except now you're wounded. I don't really leave the mountain. Oh, well, if you're paying, then yeah, I'd be happy to escort you to the ends of the earth, my friend. May I ask why? I mean, that city isn't really known for, noble character? Like, don't get me wrong, I'm not bashing the people that live there, but it's kind of... It's a shitty place with shitty people. I'm just gonna say it. A lot of criminals, a lot of gangs. The bank's been robbed like 6 times. I wouldn't trust it. Personally, I wouldn't live there. But what is there that, you know, is so alluring to you? Oh, well, that's cool. I mean, in that case, yeah, I guess I can escort you. Well, yeah. I mean, if you're paying. Don't leave this mountain for nothing. Except money. Money makes me leave. But, with your wounds, I wouldn't recommend leaving for maybe a week. Well, riding is rough, especially with a wound in your abdomen. It's gonna pull those stitches. Yeah, I wanted to be a medic for a while, but wasn't in the family business. But I know some of this stuff, so I'll keep a close eye on you. And change your bandages often. Can you scoot forward just a little bit? Yeah, there we go. There we go. Just gonna wrap you up. I don't think it'll be too bad. Your biggest worry will be an infection, of course, but we'll keep it clean. We'll make sure it doesn't bleed. Make sure you don't pull a stitch. Which you would if we went riding, but we're not going to because you're gonna wait here. Yeah? Glad you agree. At least you're not a stubborn cow folk. Oh, you have no idea. Usually, all we get on this mountain and this trail is wagon trains and cowboys. And both of them are stubborn as shit. I'm just gonna say it. Once, I got a group of people wrangling like 1,000 turkeys. It was wild, man. It was wild. But they were taking them to Buffalo to sell them. Yeah. They gave me one for my trouble because I helped them get through the mountain pass with all of their turkeys. It was delicious. I'd never had turkey before. Well, not like city boy turkey, you know what I mean? I've had wild turkeys, but it was different. These ones were plump and scrumdiddlyumptious. Yeah. So you see a lot of things when you live in the middle of a mountain. So, you came from the northeast, northwest? Oh, okay, interesting. And you're passing through, and you pissed off some traders and the statue. Is that the story? Yeah. And you're traveling to the city. Would you say you're a city person, or... I mean, because you're dressed kind of nice for someone that I found in a ditch. No, I'm not really sure how I expected to find someone in a ditch dressed, but not that fancy. That's probably why the traders didn't like you. They don't really like city folks. Well, you can't really blame them. Most city folks come out here just to take advantage of people. I don't know. I think they figure because we live in the middle of nowhere and they can use big fancy words and we'll just believe them for whatever they say. You know, it's not how that works though. Most folks around here are smarter than you give them credit for. I mean, sure, most people don't know how to read or write, but they're good at what's important. Keeping their families alive. Do you know how to, like, read and write and that stuff? Dude, that's pretty neat. What? It is. It's right around here. You'll do well in the city then. Yeah. Yeah, no, you're welcome to stay here until you get better, and then we'll head out together. like I said, if you're paying, I'll escort you to the ends of the earth. Besides, I know this road the back of my hand. Haven't gone as far as the city, but I have friends who have. Yeah, we shouldn't be too worried. I mean, we might run into some problems because it is rainy season, so a lot of times bridges get flooded over. But, do you know how to swim? Yeah, me neither. Never mind. Well, we can always take a different route. Yeah, I think that's a great idea. If we ever run into a bridge that's overrun by water, we will take a boat. Deal? Awesome. Never been in a boat before. Oh, you have? Okay, perfect. Yeah, we got this then. We will go there, and I will come back on my own, I guess. Nah, I'm not a stay in the city kind of person. I wouldn't mind going in and doing some shopping. We don't have a lot of shops around here. Getting some pretty clothes. It's been a while since I had new clothes. Yeah, my mom usually makes my clothes. I know, but I can't take the wool from my sheep and I give it to her and then she makes it for me. She's a sweetheart. But it'd be nice to have something store-bought. Something super fancy. Maybe a really frilly dress. I never wear it, but it'd be nice to have, right? What's it like? The city? Yeah. I've heard that there's buildings so tall you can't see the top of them. Is that true? That would be neat to see. No, you won't get that in the city we're going to. Yeah, biggest buildings are like 2 or 3 stories. But that's okay. Most of them have a false front. It makes them look taller than they are. Yeah, they're little show-off buildings. But I think that's okay. It's an interesting little town. Oh, the fish are ready. You hungry? Well, we got a couple salmon, and I don't actually know what this guy is, but it's a fish, so I'm guessing we can eat him. You want a salmon, or you want mystery fish? Alrighty. I don't really have a plate, so you have to use this big rock. I only got the one plate. For me, I don't have visitors very often. Okay, we'll get another plate when we go into town. If we're gonna be traveling together, you need your own plate. And there you are. Some nice hot breakfast. I love fish. It's easy to catch, easy to clean, easy to cook, delicious to eat. Though I like rabbit better, but we'll set some more traps and see if we can't get some rabbits for the trip. Don't you worry. I'll keep you safe and fed on our journey. We just gotta make sure you heal up enough so you won't pull a stitch while we're riding and then bleed everywhere. Because, that would suck. You okay? That looks like it hurts. I wrapped it up best I could. I put some paste on it that I made out of some herbs and plants. It's supposed to help with the pain. I think it does more like being a cool paste on the wounds than it does like the herbs actually helping anything. But that's what I do when I get cuts or bruises or anything. So I figured maybe it would help. You should probably sleep though. I mean, yeah, you lost a lot of blood in the ditch. And you've only been out for like maybe 10 hours? So it's barely a night's sleep. I guess a little more than a night's sleep. Maybe 2 nights sleep. The point is, you should probably take a nap. Oh yeah, I'll keep a lookout. You can trust me. If I wanted to hurt you, I would have done it long before now. You're okay. I promise. Just rest. I'll be right here when you wake up. Night then.